epic face, epic face.
The rich flavor of honey brown. Good at any occasion. I only drink honey brown from a silver goblet. We enjoy this as we sail on a dock. This is merely a stage platform inside of my yacht. We are broadcasting this message from right off the... Oh shit, the alarms are activated. Sorry, I was distracted there for silent alarms. With telepathic ability. It's magic. I'm a wizard, you don't have to worry about it. But yes, the screen will fall down, and my magic floating yacht will make itself very clear. Really, we're deep inside of an underground bunker. And the stage set. And really, when this falls down, you just see rocks. And that's why it's falling down. Up there is rocks. But we haven't had money to invest in repairing the stage props. We figured it added to the effect, so we would just let it go. We were doing a social experiment. We would inform few people of a supposed drill and see how it would spread through underground methods of social media. And it let us know that that social de-evolution is complete. And people call them social networks, but they're actually the reverse. That's what they do. It's like no child left behind leaves every child behind. Well, social networks are meant to de-socialize people. It's a process of diseugenics. And we have to tell you what we do because it's like a willingness. It's like you wouldn't be just ignorant. You like chose to be ignorant. So it's like those that give up their will give up their power. And you give up your will when you not really. Willy-nilly. Birds are willy-nilly. Because they're like the peacock, and the peacock's like the butterfly, and the butterfly is like the caterpillar, and the caterpillar is like the smoky caterpillar, and the smoky caterpillar is like fucking... What? I don't know. Smoky caterpillar is a fucking peacock. And peacocks are like interdimensional alien reptilian race from a different galaxy. Willy-nilly is like Congress. It's like a fake puppet show. They're like... Because if money is influence and influence is power, then I control all the strings to all the puppets. Interdimensionally channeling with my mysterious money magic. Money is magic. Magic is my power. I will influence the will that be to conjure evil spirits from interdimensional reptilian dimensions. And they will harbor the secrets of the universe. And the secrets are, to eat your brains. If I give them your brains, it's the symbiotic. They let me live and reward me with backwards legs so I can jump higher and grab you and go. With my reptilian claws that they will grant me with their biological life extension technology. Hey, Bapu. They will give me the cures to cancer as long as I, as they say, they microchipped in my brain and they send EMP pulses to it. See, they're talking to me now. They said my bike was cool. And they said I was dumb for selling the, for scrapping the blue bike. And they got mad at me because I was talking to you too. So they're like, fuck you. When they left. These bastards. I'm just saying. That was probably just what I was thinking about the bike. Because I'm gonna put coat hangers on it and turn it into a helicopter, and I'm gonna call it the gyrocopter. It's not gyro. I'm gonna make a double axis helicopter, and I'll control it with this stick. And I'm gonna take a tent and make it a tent material, so I'll be like in it, so I'm not like being all pushed down. I'll use like tents, cause tents, like, you can actually blow them. I'll have like a tent over me, and I'll be like with this little stick, and you just like pull it like this and like go up and down, and you have 2 rotors. I'll have weed eater engines powering it. I already thought of it. You gotta have the double rotor, and then you just go like that. And I'm actually the guy that invented it. That double rotor. Little RC helicopters like have them. No, I'm just joking. I didn't invent it. I invented the hybrid car. I invented that. I invented the electric car. Because I'm older than time itself. You know, I go to the yard sale, and a lot of people complain and say everybody's retarded, and I notice I do that too, but I notice it's working out in my favor. So I kind of like learn to get used to it. It's like I'm not taking advantage of them. Here's just my new buy. $1. You know, I can fix cars all day long. And it's easy, but it's not easy. I just like it. People are like, I've worked on cars so long, I hate it. I'm like, well, then you're not doing it right. You gotta slow down. Take your time. Everybody's so in a rush all the time. You gotta go with the flow. Water crashes. Or it flows. But water doesn't like resistance, so it flows around. And water can go with it goes with the resistance. And you can swim upstream because it wants to get out of your way, and then by swimming upstream you'll change the current. How does anything new happen? New happens when you fix old. Nah. What if they want us to fix old things? Fix old things. Find old things and fix them. It's like, once I tried it, ending is better than ending. I'm like, well, then I should fix some things. And I do it, and I'm like, what the fuck? This is awesome. Like, I always tell people I can fix things. Sometimes, like, they'll bring something to me and it's broke. And I take it apart and I'm like, yeah, well, this is fucked. And, you just need to buy a new one, dude. Seriously, get over it. Buy a new one. It's broke. I fix things. That's what I do. And this is legitimately compoundedly broke. Try to buy a better one. Because this one broke in such a way you can't fix it. Which means it really fucking sucks. Don't buy this again. You want advice? Don't buy that. Buy something else. I don't know what. It's just not that. Because whatever that was, that sucked. Can't help it. Really fucking sucked. And I'd only say vacuum cleaners. Like, don't fuck around with vacuum cleaners, dude. It's nasty. It's a vacuum cleaner. Shit's gross. I do not fix vacuum cleaners. Unless I want one. Actually, I do fix vacuum cleaners. If I see them in the garbage, I take them because it's, you can, if the motor goes bad, it's fucked. But if it's clogged, that ain't no big deal. I watch people sat there and unclog vacuum cleaners, and I'm like, nah, dude, I don't unclog them like that. I wear a mask. I get a mask. I fucking power wash it. You know, and you take the motor out before you do that. You know, but you know, that's nasty, man. It's fucking vacuum cleaners, man. I used to just get them and take them apart, and just to fuck around. Like, I kept taking them apart. I probably took apart 100. A lot of them kept working. My friend is like, man, I need a vacuum. You keep, like, destroying yours. Like, why? And I'm like, when you take it apart, you're seeing what's going on there. That's what I'm saying. I'll tell you what I got. I got one of those little vacuums that it just sits on the ground. It's weird. I found it in the garbage. It was brand new in the garbage. I looked this thing up. It's a Sears, brand new Sears vacuum. It was like bought new a couple years ago. It's not like the really good new ones. It has a filter. It's actually, it's pretty new. and it's nice, man. I know these things last forever, and it just works so freaking good. It don't have no spinning brushes, nothing like that. You don't need that shit. That shit sucks. Spinning brushes suck. You just want basic old one. Man, those things just kick ass. You lug it around right behind you. They're just, those usually are built better. I don't know why, they just are. And it's basically like a shop vac with wheels. That's my favorite. Just good old shop vac on wheels. And if you don't like that, I get the house version. It's basically like the same thing, but it's like about that big or something, and it's on wheels and it rolls around. And then you're like, you got the thing. It just really works. I don't know what it is. I found it in the garbage. I couldn't be happier. It's like a $200 vacuum in the garbage. I'm like, never used. Like, you take it out, filter looks clean, and it's kind of got the filter. It don't have bags. It's got the filter, so it's pretty cool. But I always clean the filter, and somebody forgot to. Somebody cleaned the filter, and they like damaged it. And so it's like, it's like they were like, but I guess I do the same thing. Yeah. Alright. This is a popcorn maker. It's basically a blow dryer. This is like a popcorn maker. This one has just a hole in the bottom. It's not rusted. Now, one guy, he had one of these. I said, how much you want for that? He's like $3. I'm like, I'll give you $1. He's like, no, you're stupid. Ugh. And I'm like, I better run away from this place. So I went to another one, and this one here, I went to one, and it was sitting there, and it's missing pieces and everything, but I don't need those pieces. And I'm like, how much is that? He's like $1. And I can visibly tell that it's not rusted, because I like rust anyways. So I know how to spot rust, because I like it and don't like it. Because this is for my popcorn. So it says $1 and I buy it. And it works. Works fine. It has cobwebs all in it. I gotta clean it out. But I make coffee in this. Now this one I haven't tried out yet. I imagine it will work. I don't know how. Maybe I'll make a video about that. I roast green, unroasted coffee beans. I roast them in this. It works really good. These things are like amazing. I looked it up because they said if you like to brew beer, roast your own coffee. So I tried it. You save money. You get half price on unroasted beans. This was $1. You roast enough beans for a day, and that's it. So this will do a day. I haven't tried it yet though. There's cobwebs all in it. There's even cobwebs right here. I could probably pull them out and be like, yeah, there's a lot in there. This one's pretty new. Let's see. Has it ever been used? Yeah. I would say it was used once or twice, maybe. That's about it. But like one guy wanted 3 and was calling me like a retard, and his was all rusted, all on the inside, rusted bad, like nasty. I was like, dude, this is rusted. I'm like, you're lucky I'd even give you $1 for this. After he called me a retard, I'm like, man, this is rusted. But I left anyway. Yeah, there ain't no rust there. I don't want no rusty shit. So I walk on. I get the better deal anywhere else. Now, if you wanted this, you don't even want to know. I bought it for $1, but that's where people get mad. They're like, okay, you bought that from me from $1. Now you're selling it. How much do you want for it? You don't want to know. Because I bought it from me. So I'm going to say $20. And if you said 10, I'd say yeah. And that's it, 10. 10's the lowest. So I would take 10 for it. That's 10 times my money back, right? Dude even asked me, like, he's like, you bought those from me. Are you selling them? And I'm like, yeah, I'll sell them. He's like, well, how much? $8? You want to buy them back for $8? I don't know. Maybe they're that dumb. I mean, they've really done that before. This guy bought he bought a dragon from me for $5. I bought it back for $1. How? I don't fucking know, dude. I was like, what the fuck, man? And then I sold it back for $1 to someone else. I'm like, I just need to sell the thing. Because I made like, or no, I sold it for $5 again. Yeah, that's right. So I made like $9 in selling it twice and buying it back for $1. And I was like, okay, take my dragon, give me $5. Here's $1 back, give me back the dragon. Now take the dragon again and give me $5. Okay, have a nice day. Like, I don't like. It's not. It's not like that, but it's like that. You know, I didn't do that. It's not like I'm ripping people off, but it's like that's what they do. You know, that's what they did. That's not what I did. Or tried to do. They just did it, and I'm just like. But it wasn't at that all at once. It was like I sell it to them, and then like they're like, well, you can see they're like they're gonna leave, and you're like, how much do you want for the dragon? To see if they like remember, and they're like $1, and you're like, here's $1, because I don't really want to sell them my dragon, but $5. And So I buy it back, and I'm like, it's a dragon. Like, that's magical, man. But I don't care. I resold it just because I was like, it's too magical. It's too weird. So I got rid of it. And then they're like, people are like taking pictures of me. They're like, you're Illuminati, aren't you? And I'm like, why, you in that stuff? You into that? They're like, no. They're like filming me, like, with their little fucking shit. Don't worry, I'm filming them back with my biometric eyeballs. Bitches don't know about my biometric eyeballs. Photographic eyeballs. Take pictures and post it on Facebook of them. But not like that, right? It's more like when they're sneaking in they're like grabbing your wallet. I'm just saying. I don't like that cigarette. I'm putting it out. Sometimes I miss things, like one guy, he was leaving with a brand new wrapped in plastic motherboard. And I'm like, man, I bet I would have bought that. Just walking by with it. Fuck. I love motherboards. I probably would have built a computer out of that. But it's like, you let it go. I believe if somebody's interested in it, I usually let them have it. I like pick something up and they're like, no, I was wanting that. And I'm like, well, good, take it. And then I hurry up and start looking around. Because then I'm like, there's something they're missing. And they don't even want it. And to me, I like it. Like a $5 bike. I started off really high on prices. I was like $50. Then I got down, I was like $25. And then I was like $10. And then they're like, I was like $5. Give me crack for $5. I'm just saying, but and then they were like, okay, $5. And I'm like, oh, this is at least $20, but I found it in the garbage. Plus I want $5. I could buy a sub. Okay, $5. Want me to show you some of the money? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is $5 there. This was a putty knife. I sold a putty knife. And then as he was walking away, I said, "Hey, wait a minute." I said, "That comes in a set. With 2, you get the other one for free." And he's like, "Wow." I get 2 putty knives for now. They were in my shit. Then he came back. He was like, "Well, that was cool. I wonder what else is cool." And so he's like, "How much is this?" I don't know. It was just so fucking like random. He's like, "How much is this?" And I'm like, $1. And he's like, "Okay." And I'm like, another $1. And so then I take the puppet. I found a puppet in the garbage, and so I'm like, yeah, this is the strings. I'm puppeting, and I'm like trying to make it look so real, and then it just hits me. It's like it's alive. And then some dude comes up. He's like, "I gotta fucking have that. That is so fucking cool." And I'm like, "It's $1." And he's like, "I found it in the garbage." Like, boom. And I had to make it look alive to sell it. And dude, I felt it. I was like, and then finally, like, people are like, "Oh shit, I gotta have a," they're like, "You are so good with that, oh my god." And they're like, after they bought it for $1, like, they're like walking off like, and I'm like, dude, it was so like, shit. And then they're like, "How much is that book you have?" I found a book in the garbage. It said "All My Children" or something. And they're like, "All My Children?" I was like, this old lady, there's this big book, and it was cool with color pictures, and she's like, $1? And I'm like, yeah, $1. She's like, okay. I'm like, found it in the garbage. Because you just gotta have stuff, like the garbage. The garbage is the stuff. It's like, it's something, it's a book. It looks good. I'm like, it's gotta be worth $1. The lady found value in it and bought it for $1. And then, to make this one, a guy came up. I found a wooden plate in the garbage. There was 3 of them, but I said, I don't want to carry 3. I'm going to take one and see how that does. And if I ever find something like that again, I'll know to take it. So he's like, $1, okay. And he bought the wood plate for $1. And I said, fuck, because I got 3 of those. I could have sold and made $3 if I just had the wood plates. So I thought, okay, if I find wood plates, you take it. And so another guy, I had to concur with him. I said, "Man, you think if I find more wood plates that I should keep them?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "You keep everything. Everything." And I'm like, he's like, you make money. And so I'm like, yeah. So I keep the wooden plates. I guess I gotta go.